Okay. We're back. First of all, I want to apologise. I pressed the wrong button, right? So I shouldn't have pressed the button, and I pressed it, and it knocked the stream off. So, Cove Ramblers, there's my candle there, praying to God this doesn't happen again. This isn't Cove Ramblers' fault. This is my internet, my fault on my laptop. I'm not actually in Ireland. I'm actually I'm in London. So that's it. So yeah, I'm very sorry about that. We're just going to wait till we send an email out to everyone who's on the quiz. So we're just going to wait till the numbers get back up again. I'm very sorry about that. This is my first time hosting a quiz, and yeah, it's my last time hosting a quiz as well for Cove Ramblers. So we're just getting the numbers back up on the stream as well, so that people aren't missing out. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important that we rectify this situation. I'm drinking heavily now. So we did the first round, and the first round was good. We did the 10 questions, so we have 7 rounds left of 10 questions each. That's 70 questions left for the footballers who are watching. I'm taking the mick out of the footballers because I'm jealous. I wish I played football, as good as some of you do. Not all of you. So yeah, here we are. We're back now. We're just waiting for the numbers to creep back up. I'm very, very sorry. If you want to slag me off because of this, you can slag me off. Just, you can abuse me on the Cove Ramblers Facebook page. You can send it to my own Facebook page, Andrew Ryan Comedian. I've got my candle here that I've praying to God this doesn't happen again. I won't touch any more buttons, all right? I'm just waiting for the go-ahead for this quiz thing so I can actually knock on with the next few questions. So I do apologise. Shocking, really, isn't it? Like, shocking. Okay, so I'm just waiting for James, the guy who's running this, to give me the go-ahead. We're getting people right back up on the numbers here, so just bear with us now. If you're sitting at home now and you're furious, you have every right to be furious, okay? I'm furious every time I leave. Every time I leave bloody St. Coleman's Park, I'm furious. So the numbers are coming up, so yeah. But I thought the first round was quite good. Hopefully you got some of the answers correctly there. So it was pretty good. Somebody get me wine. Hi, just speaking there. Don't be cheating now in the breaks as well, all right? I know some of you be cheating now. Cove people be cheating. So we're nearly up to where we should be on the numbers. So we probably would have been done by now, if it wasn't for me. I'm at the Everyman in February 2021. So, my glamorous assistant is here now, dropping me some wine. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll be drinking that from the bottle. I'm after disconnecting the thing. So I just want to say a big shout out to my brother, Ian. He's watching, maybe with his kids, Louis and Oscar. And also big shout out to the Hackett family in Lord Lanmire Road, KLM, if they're watching. They're on the pub down there, obviously closed at the moment. And Stephen runs Nana's pub in Cork as well. That's obviously closed, but he's having a lock-in every night. He's not. So let's check it here, ready to go. We're just about ready to go now for the second round. Honestly, I fucking fly through this now. This is my own fault. So hope you're all enjoying it now, raising money for the charity people, the Cork University Hospital. Right, so round 2. We're going with round 2. So here we go. Round 2. You've got your Google Forms. We're going to go round 2, 10 questions. Here we go. So, question 1 in round 2. Which goalkeeper holds the record for the most appearances in the competition? Champions League. It's the Champions League round. So which goalkeeper holds the record for the most appearances in the Champions League? Goalie. Think Paul Hunt. Goalie. Safe pair of hands. Question 2. The 2020 Champions League was / is due to take place in which country? So where was the Champions League final due to be played this year? Which country, not city, Which country was it to play? And it's going to be in Europe. All right, there's a bit of a hint there for you. If it's the European Champions, it's going to be in Europe. All right, so don't say I'm not nice. Question 3 in this section. Bobby Charlton scored 2. George Best got 1. But who got the other goal in Man United's 1968 triumph in the European Cup? Bobby Charlton got 2. George Best got 1. But who got the other goal? Who scored the other goal? I'm a Man United fan. I can't remember who that was. So who scored the other goal? Question 4 of the Champions League round. Who has scored the most goals in the history of the competition? Who has scored the most goals in the history of the competition? Is that player or team? I don't know. James, can you send me a message and let me know if that's player or team? Thank you. We'll come back to that one, all right? Question 5 in the Champions League round. Which Italian club has finished runner-up 7 times and has won the competition twice? So which Italian club has finished runner-up 7 times and won the competition twice? We're going to go back to question 4. Who has scored the most goals in the history of the competition? That is a player. So which player has scored the most goals in the history of the competition? Champions League, European Cup, blah, blah, blah. Question 5, quickly. Which Italian club finished runner-up 7 times and has won the competition twice? We're now moving on to question 6. So hopefully give you a bit of time there on that. Oh, thank God this is fixed. Jesus, I was bricking myself there, you know what I mean? Oh, God. Felt like somebody had gone 3 kilometers for a bit of exercise. Nervous. Question 6. The European Cup became the Champions League in what year? What year did the European Cup change to the Champions League? Was it 1992, 1993, or 1994? What year was that? It's one of the 3 answers there. So if the footballers are watching, it's one of 3. So you have a 33% chance of getting this right, lads. European Cup became Champions League 92, 93, or 94. Question 7. Who was the first British team to win the European Cup? Oh, who was the first British team to win the European Cup? God. Are they even in the Premiership these days? I don't know. Question 8. Like a pitch around. In which city did Zinedine Zidane score his famous goal for Real Madrid versus Bayern Leverkusen in the 2002 final? I know the answer to this one. Because Man United were beaten in the semi-final, I think, against Bayern Leverkusen, weren't they? I think they were, yeah. So which city did Zidane score that famous goal in the 2002 final against Bayer Leverkusen for Real Madrid? Question 9 in round 2. Who was the first player to be sent off in the Champions League final? Give you a hint. He's a goalkeeper, right? He's Hunty, Paul Hunt, Ramblers #1, or My Lad. Depends which way you. Depends who's playing in the cup games this season. I don't know. The first player to be sent off in the Champions League final, and he's a goalie. Question 10. In 2005 final, Liverpool famously came back from 3-0 down to beat AC Milan on penalties. Steven Gerrard and Xabi Alonso both scored in normal time, plus which other player? So 3-0 down to 3-3. Gerrard, Alonso both scored. Who was the other Liverpool player to have scored to make it back to 3-3? That's a tough one. I think I know who it is, because Liverpool fans don't stop banging on about it. So that was round 2 on the Champions League / European Cup. So there you go. Take a bit of time to check your answers before you click submit. I'm going to have some more beer. I'm not touching any buttons this time, all right. Cove Ramblers this season played 3, won 1, lost 2. Season abandoned. Ooh, dodgy. Okay, so here we are. Click submit on your forms and stuff like that. We'll get to the next section, which is who am I? I'm a guy that can't work a computer. So who am I? So round 3. You will see this. Who am I? So you got the first one. He's a Man United player. Goalie. Who's that now? I know who he is. Man United fan. So who do you think that person is? Number 2. Who's that? King Power. So that's Leicester City. They play for Leicester City, or did play for Leicester City. Round 3. That's an easy one. Come on. Look at that. Round number 3. Who's that? And that's the Southampton crest. So that's towards the end of his career, wasn't it? We all know who that is. Number 4. Oh, goalie. And that's Portsmouth. That's Portsmouth. Who's that goalie for Portsmouth? Yeah, I don't know who that is. 5. Real Madrid. Who's that guy for Real Madrid now? Looks like he's left-footed. Number 6, Middlesbrough. Got Middlesbrough player. BT Cellnet, I think that's like early 2000s. Number 11. So it's probably obviously a forward. Number 7, Chelsea. Oh, who's that? Don't know who that is. Probably went out on loan for the rest of his career anyway, if he was a Chelsea player. Number 8. Oh, that's an easy one. Come on. We all know who that is. Number 8. Wearing his big duffel coat, like Stuart Ashton on a cold Wednesday night. Number 9, we have. Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? Number 9 with the headband. Is that Chelsea or is it Ipswich? I can't tell. Or Leicester City, maybe. I don't know. So that's number 9. And number 10, definitely a goalie. Yeah, definitely a goalie, yeah. Because of the jersey and the collar and the yellow. So there you go. That was round 3, which was who am I? So you see those photographs, type your answer in. Who do you think all those players? Don't be cheating now. All right. So it's pretty easy. Some of them were actually quite easy if you're into your football. Okay, so that was round 3. We're moving on to round 4. So we're nearly 50% there. We're halfway there, nearly 50% there. We're nearly at half time. Can't come quick enough if you've messed up the stream. So we're now moving into the next round. So click on the document and keep moving that forward, etc. And we're going to go into around the grounds. So basically, we're going to talk about where teams play. So round 4, around the grounds. Which championship side play their home games at Ashton Gate? Which championship side play their home games at Ashton Gate? Don't know. I don't know myself. Ashton Gate. They've not been in the Premiership for a while anyway, if it's Ashton Gate, because you'd hear about that on Match of the Day and stuff, wouldn't you? Question 2. The Telia Parken is a stadium located in which European capital city? The Telia Parken is a stadium located in which European capital city? Don't know. I don't know that one. European capital city. The racecourse ground is the next question. Is question 3. The racecourse ground is home to which football club? The racecourse ground is home to which football club? I know that one. Question 4, you'll see it in front of you, the picture. Which Premiership club played their games here? Now that is easy. That is really easy. So come on, you know that one. That's really easy. Even their initials are in the stand. It's an easy one. Question 5. Ipswich Town play their home games at what ground? Ipswich Town play their home games at what ground? It's going to be tight, this quiz, I'll tell you. Question 6. Which team play their games in this unique stadium? So have a look at that. It looks like Crow Park, Hill 16, before they put in standing, but it's definitely not Crow Park. So which team play their games in this unique stadium? It's pretty cool, isn't it? I personally don't know. I'm actually quite interested to find out where that one is from. Question 7. The Vitality Stadium is home to which team? The Vitality Stadium is home to which team? It's pretty easy, that one. You hear about it a lot. The Vitality Stadium. Question 8. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain, play their home games in which stadium? Is it Stade de France or Parc des Princes? Parc des Princes, Parc des Princes. Stade de France or Parc des Princes, whatever it is. So PSG play their home games in which stadium? Stade de France or Parc des Princes? I keep remembering that from the rugby. So it's one of two there. So 50-50 chance there. Okay. Question 9. Which former UEFA Cup finalists play their home games here? Have a look at it. Which former UEFA Cup finalist, UEFA Cup now, play their home games here? Now, it's pretty straightforward, that one. That's quite an easy one. Question 10. Atletico Madrid recently moved to a new stadium. What's it called? What's Atletico Madrid's new stadium called? What's it called? I think it's called We Are Not As Good As Real Madrid. That's what it's called. So that was round 4, around the grounds. These are 10 questions there. You got your form in front of you. You know what to do by now. If we have lost anyone because of the original link issue, I personally do apologise, and I will make an extra donation myself to charity myself. I will donate €100 to the Marymount Hospice in Cork, which is a great place to look after people. So if people are complaining about the mistake that I made, I will personally pay money as an apology. I feel very bad now about this. Even my brothers text me going, what's going on with the bloody internet? Anyway, so that was 4 rounds down, 4 to go. We're coming out for the second half now. We're now into the World Cup round, okay? The World Cup round. Ireland, of course, have a new manager. Hopefully will take us to the next World Cup. World Cup round, question 1. Here we go. In World Cup history, Luka Modric is the only Croatian player to win the Golden Ball for Player of the Tournament, but who is the only Croatian to win the Golden Boot Award? Oh, very good. So in World Cup history, Luka Modric is the only Croatian player to win the Golden Ball for Player of the Tournament, but who was the only Croatian to win the Golden Boot award? Golden Boot is most goals. Okay, question 2. Paul Pogba became the first Premier League player to score in a World Cup final since which fellow French player in the 1998 final? Now, that is easy. Paul Pogba became the first Premier League player to score in a World Cup final since which fellow French player in the 1998? If you like football now, you've surely got that answer up your arse now. So, question 3. After the events of Saipan in 2002, which player assumed the captaincy of the Republic of Ireland in the absence of our beloved Roy Keane? After the disgusting and disgraceful events of Saipan in 2002, where Roy Keane was tricked, which player assumed the captaincy of the Republic of Ireland after Roy Keane? Who was it? Who took over his captaincy, huh? Who was it, huh? Who betrayed Roy? Question 4. Oh, I've got to read these names out now. What do Cesar Sampaio, Papa Boubop Diop, and Philip Lam all have in common? What do Cesar Sampaio, Papa Bouba Diop, and Philip Lam all have in common? That their names are ridiculous. I don't know. Question 4. You have that in front of you anyway. Question 5. In the World Cup playoff against France in 2009 and the infamous handball incident involving Thierry Henry, who in turn was the player he set up to put the ball in the Irish net? So who did he set up to score the goal with his hand? Oh, people forget that actually because we just think of Thierry Henry there, don't we? Who did that? Who scored? So the chat is appearing on here as well. So click refresh and you can go onto the chat as well. I'm not going to touch my laptop because I've made a few mistakes here already. Okay, I feel like God, made a few mistakes. Jesus, I feel like Jess Kabia when he played for Ramblers. Joke, just a joke. So, which French player scored against us in 2009? Question 6. Matty Holland, Kevin Kilban. And which other Irish player missed a penalty in the last 16 against Spain in the 2002 World Cup? Kevin Kilban, Matty Holland, and who else missed it? Who sent us home? So who was the other person? It's a tough one, that, isn't it? Number 7. Where was the first ever World Cup held? Oh, yeah. I know that. Where was the first ever World Cup held? Number 8. Who is the oldest player to score at a World Cup? Now, we all remember that, don't we? We all remember that one. The oldest person to score the World Cup. Yeah, I think it's definitely him, yeah. Question 9. Which host country became the first ever host nation to progress beyond the group stages of a World Cup? So which host country became the first ever host nation to progress beyond the group stage of a World Cup? Was it Mexico, Sweden, or South Africa? Mexico, Sweden, or South Africa? I think if you know your World Cups, you'll know that one of them there is dodgy. Number 10, final question in the World Cup section. Just Fontaine holds the record for the most goals at a World Cup. Which country was he playing for? Just Fontaine holds the record for the most goals at a World Cup? Which country was he playing for? Don't know that. Okay, so that was the World Cup round. Submit your answers. Do what you need to do. You know what you're doing by now. I'm going to have a glass of wine. No, I won't actually. Finish my beer. Raising money for the hospitals tonight who are doing amazing work during this pandemic. So helping these people out who are working big shifts. So good up to them. Right, we're going to move on to the next round, which is Guess the Year. Guess the Year. So the first one, John Terry's infamous slip. Oh yeah, that was good. John Terry's infamous slip. Was it 2007, 2008, or 2010? Number 2, the Spice Boys. 1994, 1995, 1996. They embarrassed themselves there, didn't they, with their Armani suits. Number 3, Frank Rijkaard and Rudi Völler. The spitting incident in the World Cup. 1988, 1990, or 1992. Yeah, that's a really cool German football jersey as well, isn't it? Number 4, Claudio's men defy the odds. The year Leicester won the Premiership. I think we all know that. 2014-15, 2015-16, 2016-17. You shouldn't be on this quiz if you don't know the answer to that. So I'd like to say goodbye to the following people. Question 5. Escape to Victory hit the cinemas in what year? Was it 1979, 1980, 1981? Escape to Victory hit the cinemas in what year? 1979, 1980, 1981. I was not born when that happened. So, number 6. Oh, Zinedine Zidane. France, Italy. The headbutt. Zuzou goes out with a bang. Was it 2004, 2006, or 2008? Number 7. Former Cove Ramblers and Celtic player Roy Keane and Mick McCarthy, best of friends. Was that photograph taken in 2001, 2002, or 2003? Yeah. Number 8, Aguero's famous goal when Man City win the Premier League against QPR, when QPR were down to 10 men when Joey Barton assaulted someone. Was that in 2010, 2011, 2011, 2012, 2012, 2013? So, excellent. Number 9, the penultimate question. Hand of God. 1986, 1988, 1990. Diego Maradona. He scored a great goal in that game as well, didn't he? He scored an amazing goal. Number 10, Marco Tardelli's iconic celebration for Italy. 1980, 1982, or 1984. Which one was that? So there you go. The 10 questions there on that round. Click submit. Hope you're doing all right. Hope everyone's doing all right. You can click refresh and the chat will appear. I'm not seeing the chat. So next time, we should do another one before we do this again, hopefully, if you're enjoying it. And we can slag each other off, whatever. But you can, feel free to have a pop. The Premier League is the next round, ladies and gentlemen. we are hope you're enjoying it, raising a bit of money tonight. I know it's difficult for people as well, what's been going on and stuff like that. But what can you do? Most important thing is to follow the guidelines. So, the next round is the Premier League round. 10 questions. Here we go. Which Premier League club did Peter Crouch play for before he retired? Which Premier League club did Peter Crouch last play before he retired? He only retired, I think, maybe a year ago. Number 2. 4 players have scored hat-tricks in the Premier League. 4 players have scored hat-tricks in Premier League history against Manchester United. Dirk Kuyt, Samuel Eto'o, and David Bentley are 3. Who was the 4th? Who was the 4th? So we have Samuel Eto'o, Dirk Kuyt, David Bentley. Who scored? I think I know who that was. Question 3. Premier League winning manager with Leicester in 2016, which gives away the answer to the previous round, but you've already submitted. So Premier League winning manager with Leicester in 2016, Claudio Ranieri took over at which French club after his departure from Leicester, from the Foxes? So which club in France did Ranieri move to? Question 4. On the penultimate series of games in the 2018-2019 season, name the Irish goalkeeper who made his Premier League debut for Bournemouth at home to Spurs. So which Irish goalkeeper made his Premier League debut for Bournemouth while they were playing at home to Tottenham? I actually don't know who that is. Wasn't Hunty anyway. Gibraltar, any. Question 5. Don't be cheating. Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4. Outside of the result for the title-chasing Arsenal side, in Premiership history, what else was historical about this fixture, which took place on Wednesday, December 30th, 2009? Right? The same players scored all the goals, including an OG, an own goal. It was the first time that both starting lineups did not include an English-born player. Arsenal broke the league record for the longest winning streak. So, what was unique about that game in the 4-1 Arsenal-Portsmouth game at Fratton Park? I actually don't know that one myself. I don't know that. I don't know what that was. Number 6. Which team is currently bottom of the Premier League? Which team is currently bottom of the Premier League? They haven't moved for about 6 weeks. Who was the first midfielder to score 100 goals in the Premier League? Who's the first midfielder to score 100 goals in the Premier League? Number 8. Name the only player to have scored a hat-trick for 3 different clubs. Know that one? That comes up a lot in pub quizzes. The only player to have scored a hat-trick for 3 different clubs. So I've got some of the comments coming in here. Take a break there. Anthony Flanagan asks, can you tell us a funny story about Ian so we can slag him off at the next meeting? Funny story about Ian. No, nothing. I'll think of something and come back. Cian wants to say hello to Brian Murphy at home minding his 13 kids. Yeah, 13 kids. And finally, a big shout out to Martin Deedy in Clare who was due to get married tomorrow. Oh, only for the Rona to stop him. Him and Liam will have their day. Whatever that means. So if there was somebody called Martin due to get married tomorrow, only for the Rona, you mean Corona, to stop him. Him and Liam will have their day. Well, fair play to Martin and Liam if they were due to get married. So 13 kids, Brian Murphy. Is that Brian Murphy? Is there a Brian Murphy that plays for Cove Ramblers? I'm not sure. Is that Cian Leonard? I don't know. Cian Leonard. Jeez, don't get me started on him, man. This is training on Football Manager all the time. Okay, so we're going to go back to the quiz because that's the primary purpose while we're here. So there were a few shout outs. Send in some more shout outs and I'll shout them out to you and see. I'll think of something funny of Ian when I possibly can. All right. So we were in the middle there, ladies and gentlemen, of the Premier League round. So name the only player to have scored a hat-trick for 3 different Premier League clubs. That was the last question that we asked. Moving on to number 9. When Wayne Rooney scored his first goal for Everton versus Arsenal in 2002, how old was he? I remember that goal, belter. Did he get 2 goals that game? But he had one was a belter. Was he 15, 16 or 17 years of age? In 2002, how old was Rooney against Arsenal for Everton? And question 10, which player has the most appearances in Premier League history? That's a tricky one. Must be a goalie. I don't know. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Premier League round. I'm enjoying this now, actually, since we kind of fixed it, you know. Brian Murphy that was Brian Murphy. You do play with the Rams, oh yeah. Cian wants to say hello to Brian Murphy at home minus 13. That's Cian Leonard, I imagine. That's Cian Leonard. Yeah, Brian Murphy at home minus 13 kids. Yeah. Cian Leonard are slagging off Brian Murphy. Ooh, lads. Yeah. You weren't laughing when fucking Hendo was in charge, though, were you? Right, moving on to the next round, ladies and gentlemen. I've got some episodes of Peaky Blinders I need to watch later, so need to get this. Right, next round. We're moving on to jerseys, kits. Whose kit is it? So get your Google document up. Whose kit is it? Right, first one. Robin van Persie tended not to play for teams who didn't wear red. Who is that now? Is that PSV Eindhoven, Feyenoord, or Sparta Rotterdam? He's got grey hair there, so I presume that's the club he joined after he left Man United. Number 2, who is Roberto Carlos playing for in this one? Bit of a giveaway now, I think. Bit of a giveaway, isn't it? Number 3, which international team wore this jersey? That's a very old jersey now. Before we move on to the next question, I just want to congratulate Brian Murphy, who's had another child during the break in the actual live stream. So Cian Leonard has advised us he now has 14 children. He had another one, baby was born during it. So congratulations to Brian Murphy there. Okay, obviously, very busy dad at home. Okay, so there you go. Oh, the banter between footballers, eh? Question 4. Who took the field in this purple wonder? Who was this? Which team was that? Temple Street. Who were they? Don't know. Number 5. Name the team who took to the field in this classic. That's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Number 6. Who wore this monstrosity? Number 7. You can see Pele there. Was that the New York Cosmos, San Jose Earthquakes, or the Vancouver Whitecaps? Who was that there? Pele, obviously. Doing a lot of work with a chemical plant down in Rinnaskiddy. Number 8, a classic from the late 90s. Whose jersey was this? Nintendo was the sponsor, and Fila. Who was that? Number 9, a retro classic. No, come on. That's a pretty easy one if you know your football in the 90s. But I'm sure if there is footballers on here like Cian Leonard and Brian Murphy with the 14 kids, these people weren't alive in the 90s, you know what I mean? So they missed out on a lot of stuff, you know? Pierce Phillips was probably like, oh my God, I play for Cork City. Anyway. Number 10, last but not least, Herbalife was the sponsor there. Who was that one? Oh, I know who that one was. Yeah. So that was our kit round. So click submit on your, your quizzes. That was 8 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We've done 8 rounds, the kits and all of that. So click submit. We're going to get the results and stuff like that. We're going to toast the baby's head, Brian Murphy's new baby. Congratulations to Brian, one of 14 kids he's had now. Yeah, 14 kids. That's 14 more goals he'll score than Cian Leonard this season. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for doing the quiz on the second round. Obviously, the first one was a problem. I just want to say this evening, we have raised €840. So, well done to everyone. Round of applause for everyone. Big round of applause. And a big thank you to Cian Leonard as well, who's just called in and said he will be donating €500 out of his own pocket money. So, big thank you to Cian Leonard as well for donating all that money. Okay. So €840 has been raised. The Mercy Hospital and the Cork University Hospital will receive €420, which Ramblers will round off to €500 to each charity. So €500 to the Cork University Hospital, €500 to the Mercy, and we're waiting for Cian Leonard's big donation to come in. So thank you, Cian. Brian needs all the money he has, all he wants now because of the kids, you know. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. You click submit we're just gonna. I'm just waiting on the answers here now. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And ladies, obviously, about an hour breaks up the evening. I suppose it would have been a bit quicker if the stream didn't kind of go off, So that was my mistake. So obviously, hopefully we might do something again like this in the next couple of weeks if things don't improve in terms of life getting back to normal and restrictions. Now, the answers should be showing up on your team sheet. Okay, so the answers should be showing up there. So you should see where you are and what you got right and stuff like that. I'm just waiting to be advised from James, who's actually won. You know what I mean? Who's won the merch. So they get like Cove Ramblers jersey. Cian Leonard cooks them dinner as well. You get to go around to Cian Leonard's house for dinner. Brian Murphy does a bit of babysitting for you. That's what's the prize that you get. So we're just waiting on the results, ladies and gentlemen, to see who's won. You think you know your football? We'll see now who's gonna win this. I'm just gonna send a message on WhatsApp there to the boss. So I've really enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun here over in London. I know a lot of people are being asked for money now to raise money for charities and stuff, but CUH and the Mercy are pretty decent places to send money if you can, obviously, because so many people are affected. Brian Murphy obviously would probably be donating all his money to the maternity services up in the Cork University Hospital because of the amount of babies he has now. I will be donating €100, my own money as well, to Marymount Hospice tonight as well, because of my error on the live stream. So I will get a link of that posted up. So if we do this again, it'll be a lot better. It'll be a lot smoother. I won't press the wrong buttons at all anymore. Okay. The winner is about to be announced in 2 seconds. 1, 2. No, still not got it. Move that there. Have I got any funny stories about Ian? Let me think now about Ian and his funny stories. Not really, actually, because he doesn't really put himself in embarrassing situations, you know. Is this the next meeting for Cove Ramblers, board of management or committee? What are we going to do to raise the profile of the club? No real embarrassing stories, actually. He follows Tottenham. His son Louis follows Tottenham. Oscar doesn't know who he is or who he follows. Yes, he's a bit younger. I think I can get him over to Man United. His eldest son Louis is going to be a handy footballer, left-footed, wants to be a goalie. So, I've got a feeling he's going to be pretty decent. I've seen him play. So hopefully in the next couple of years he can gets a bit taller. You never know, he'll be starting for Ramblers pretty soon. Probably take Keane Leonard's place. He does nothing anyway. Keane Leonard. Oh, I'm tired from running. Oh. At least. So it's been good fun, actually. I really enjoyed it, raising money for the charities tonight in Cork. The merchandise that you're going to win, it's going to be it's cracking stuff, you know what I mean? Here we go, so ladies and gentlemen, we've got the winners. The winners are on the way. You will get an email if you are the winner as well, about picking up your prize and stuff like that. So don't worry if you don't get it. So the message is the computer hasn't generated the results yet. So there we go. Will you fucking give me the results, will you? Da-da-da-da. So my favourite Cove Ramblers football match was when we beat Dundalk 1-0 in the League Cup semi-final. That was a great day. That was a really great team performance. And also I really liked a couple of seasons ago, Drogheda in the league playoff, third and fourth place playoff, even though Drogheda won 2-0. Cove Ramblers went up to Drogheda and then got it back to 2-2, but eventually ended up going out. That was good. I wasn't at it, but Right, so ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. There is no tie break. We have an out and out winner. So there is no tie break. There is no extra questions to be asked. We're just going to tell you who the winner is of the quiz tonight. No tie break. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. In joint second place, we have 65 out of 80. 65 correct out of 80 goes to Team Robbo and Co. Video killed the radio star. So well done to Team Rob and Co. Video killed the radio star. Is Team Rob a Cove Ramblers footballer by any chance, maybe? Or a civilian? So 65 out of 80. So Team Rob and Co. Video killed the radio star. So congratulations to them in joint second. So the winner. Is there another joint second? Is there someone that's finished second, or is it Team Rob? Or is it just one winner, or just 1 second? The winner by 1 point. Oh my God. So 66 only won it. So if you add 1 to 65, just for the footballers there. By 1 point, it is Fritzl Palace. Fritzl Palace. What a name. Fritzl Palace. Congratulations to Fritzl Palace, who won the Cove Ramblers quiz, raising €1,000 for the Cork University Hospital and the Mercy Hospital. So thank you very much, Fritzl Palace, with 66 out of 80. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just waiting to find out if I need to say anything else to you before we log off. I'm Andrew Ryan. I'm Ian's brother, involved in Cove Ramblers. I've done a few gigs down at the club many times to raise money for the team. Hopefully when this all passes, we'll be able to come back and support the club again. If you do like you've not seen me do stand up before, you can go onto my Facebook page, Andrew Ryan Comedian, or Google me. And I'm on in the Everyman Palace in Cork in February next year with my new show. So a few people from the club actually have come and supported me in the past and stuff, so I was very appreciative of it. And doing this tonight was good fun. So thanks very much. Sorry about the mishap earlier. I'm going to give £100 to the Marymount Hospice, which we will post up on the Facebook page of Cornwall. So thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Hopefully might do something like this again. Take care, everybody. All the best. All right. Well done. Cheers. Thank you.